Welcome back to the channel where we focus less on trying and more on being the best version of ourselves. In today's video, I'm making a plea with you, begging, if you will, for you to stop looking for problems. You become aware that you literally get to choose your reality. You become aware that anything that you desire can be attained. You become aware that everything you see is a reflection of you. But then comes a moment where you begin to think, maybe this is too good to be true. You think maybe it's not possible for me to get this thing, or maybe there's more work that needs to be done before I can get this thing. I know I can get the little things, but maybe the big things are going to be harder, or maybe there are some things that I haven't worked through, like childhood wounds or subconscious programs that are running in the background that I have no idea about that I'm going to have to figure out before I can get whatever this thing is. And then at that point, when your subconscious is scrubbed clean, when you have gotten rid of every limiting belief, you will be able to get what you want. So you get stuck in this endless healing journey of rehearsing and reflecting and repeating this old story of an old version of yourself who has old things that you don't want anymore. As the saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Last time I checked, you were already whole and complete. Any characteristics that you've chosen to add on to that as consciousness, anything that you stick the label I am in front of, and attached to yourself, it's secondary. It comes after the fact. These are things that are transient, things that are not lasting, things that are not forever. What's forever, what's truly infinite, is that awareness. It's that being. It's literally just who you are, which is the I am presence. There are no conditions to add on top of that other than the things that you want to see, other than the things that you want to believe to be true about yourself, so that those things can reflect to you in your reality. So whether these things are good add-ons or bad add-ons, none of them are actually true. The only thing that is true is what you decide is true. Anything you see reflecting to you internally or externally is something you've attached to your identity through practice. It's the repetition. It's the story that you've continued to play over and over again in your head every single day, convincing yourself that you are this person who you don't want to be. But you continue to practice being this person. You continue to think like this person. You continue to live like this person. You identify with them. You share their beliefs. You share their experiences. And so you know nothing else but being this person. You've practiced being a person who's a victim, or who procrastinates, or who never gets what you want. And you've practiced this role so much that you play it perfectly. You play it to a T, and then you begin to wonder, why are all of these things happening to me? These are the things that you expect to happen to you. You wonder, who chose this life for me? Why was I put here? Why am I going through these circumstances? While simultaneously accepting these circumstances to be a part of your reality, to be a part of who you are, and to be something that you are capable of experiencing. The asking and the feeling of separation from that version of you that doesn't feel this way, that doesn't live this life, that doesn't have this story, is the affirmation that you are not there. Because you're not thinking like this person, you're not feeling like this person, you're not living like this person, seeing life from that perspective. You're seeing it from a perspective of a person who has a story that holds no value to you. And you're looking externally at things on the outside, or experiences that have happened, or other people, or things that other people have told you, and you're saying, this is me. Everyone is reflecting this to me, so this must be me. But the thing is, before they could reflect that to you and show you that that was who you are, you had to decide you were that person first. Because if you were not this person, and something like that was reflected to you in your reality, you wouldn't accept it, because you'd know that it's not the truth. So you're in this story. You feel like you're drowning in all of your problems. Instead of fighting with this old version of you and trying to figure out how to get rid of this person, all you have to do is start practicing being this new version of you. Just like you've practiced over and over again this old role, this old story that no longer serves you. It's time that you make a decision to start practicing being the version of you, having the things that you want, living in the reality that you want, living a life that feels fulfilled, that you feel whole, that you feel complete, that you feel like you're taken care of. There is no need for you to constantly be looking for issues, or looking for something to solve, or figuring out how to make this situation better. What more can I give? What more can I do? What more can I be in order to have this thing, in order to be this person, in order to live this life? You have gone so far past remembering who you actually are that you think that you need to add more on top of what you already are in order to fix something that at the root is not actually broken. You are not actually broken. There is nothing inherently wrong with who you are and what you are. But what you decide is attached to that personality, is attached to that being, is attached to that identity. That is your choice. When you have made a choice for so long to be a version of you that doesn't feel good, it becomes like a safety blanket. It becomes comforting because it's in the known. It's predictable. It's something that you can calculate. You can look at this situation and say, XYZ may happen. This bad thing may happen to me, but at least I already know. At least I've already prepared for the worst to happen. At least I've already prepared, and now it's not going to take me by surprise, and I'll deal with it as it comes, and it's going to be okay because I already knew this was going to happen. So you're betting on a version of you being unsuccessful, unfulfilled, unloved, unwanted, expecting something outside of you to reflect a different story and to tell you that that's not true, while you don't even believe yourself that that story isn't true. But when you begin to practice being a version of you who can be on the other side of this issue, who can see past all the work, all the healing, all the efforting, when you practice being this version of you, instead of constantly thinking, what if this horrible thing happens? What if this good thing happens? Or what if I actually can be this person? What if I actually can get this thing? What if I actually am loved? What if I actually am wanted? What if I actually am deserving of the things I want? You just know that it's true. You just know it as a fact because it's who you are, because it's what you accept for yourself, because it's what you assume. You assume that things always go well for you. You assume that your world takes care of you. You assume that you are loved, whole, and complete. You assume that everybody in your reality is reflecting a positive story back to you because you are projecting it. That is the surefire way to make sure that there are no more problems to solve in reality. Solve the problem of who you are. Solve the problem of who you're being and the stories that you're telling about yourself, about your reality, about yourself in relation to your reality. That is literally the only issue or problem that you have. It's a personality problem. It's a mindset problem. You don't know who you are. And like I said, that unconditioned awareness, the I am, the beingness of it is it. Good or bad, whatever you see as the truth will be. Whoever you think you are is who you will be. Whatever you think that you're capable of experiencing is what you will experience. And that is a decision that you get to make. No matter how much you think that external forces or external factors are deciding what is happening to you, you are the one who decided those external factors in the first place. You are the one who decided that these things are important, these things matter to me, these things tell me who I am, what I can do, what I'm capable of, and all that I can do is sit here and let it happen to me. That's all I can do. Because I've tried this and I've tried that and this hasn't worked and this hasn't worked and I can't do this because of this and I can't do that because of that. And so I have to sit here in this perpetual state of wanting, this perpetual state of needing, of being jealous, of craving being something more, but I can't be that thing. Why? Why not? Who's telling you you can't? And if they are telling you you can't, who gave them authority over you to decide what you can do and who you can be? The question, who are you, decides everything you experience. Whatever it is, who are you? It's that identity of not being someone who is still searching, still wanting, still waiting for something to happen to you, but being the person who is in that fulfilled state now. Being the person who doesn't have to think twice about knowing that things are always going well for them, that they're always taken care of in their reality, that they always have what they need when they need it. That's just a given. This is who I am. I'm not going to tell you over and over again that I need this thing, I need this thing, I need this thing, I want this thing, I want this thing, I want this thing. I've decided that this is what it is and it's done. I don't want to think about it anymore. I have other things to think about. This is what it is. You know how to do it. I know that you can do it and I know that you will do it, so it's done. Somebody who is in that state doesn't think, is there more I need to do? Where do we go from here? Am I sure that this is really gonna happen? Am I sure that I can really be this person? Does this person really love me back? Am I actually lovable? Do I actually deserve this? No. No. I said that this is what it is, and that's it. You practice being this version of you until it becomes you. You can make the choice, fall out of the state, and make the choice again to hop right back in. You're not missing the train. It's not possible. If you desire it, if you want it, if you can see yourself having it, it's yours. Just don't forget. Don't lose focus. Don't get distracted by whatever the 3D is showing you. This is not important. This is what's important. Rehearse it in your mind, daydream about it, visualize about it, feel fulfilled, feel in that state now, where you're not wanting for it to happen, where you're not waiting for it to happen, where you are living it, where it is your experience and you feel it. So then if you fall off, have an off day, oh, now you have another problem to solve. Did I spiral too long? Do I need to do more work to compensate? Is it still coming? Have I delayed my manifestation? No, I'm the highest version of myself. If I want to throw a bitch fit, if I want to throw a hissy fit, I will. I will. And who's going to tell me I can't? You get to condition your awareness. You get to choose your identity. You get to choose everything that entails. Who do you want to be? How do you want to feel? Feel that way now. Be that person now. Don't make it more complicated than it has to be. Don't start looking for problems. Don't start asking too many questions. Just do it. Just do it. And just start doing it. Start practicing. Start rehearsing being this person and see how it goes. Just say okay and just do it. Oh, what about, but I need to, what if I, but this other person said, stop. Stop. Be that version of you now. Live as that version of you now. If you fall off, hop back on. Simple as that. Persist. Repeat it. Practice it. Rehearse it. Just like you've rehearsed the old version of you that got you to the state that you're in now, the state of the person you want to be is attached to that reality you want to be in. So assume the state of that person and get to that reality. Now, be there now. Because then there's no waiting. There's no time in between. You're there now in spirit, and then you're there physically. You get to make that choice until what you see in your reality is reflecting that sentiment 100%. 100%. There is not anything that you think you want that you can't have. There's not anything. If it is almost what you want, it's like barely there, it's like almost exactly what you want, but like a little bit off. No, that's not what you said you wanted. That's not what you said you had. That's not who you said you were. No, it's no bother. I'll be here. Move along. It's like, oh, it's not ready yet. It's fine. I'll wait. But it's that I'm sitting here and I'm waiting because I know you're gonna do it. It's like, oh no, actually, you thought you were slick, but that's not what I asked for. So I'm gonna sit right here until you give it to me. And it's not like a, oh my God, like that's not exactly it. Like let me sit here and like keep focusing and keep trying and no, this is what I said I wanted. This is what I ordered. This is what I know is done. You have it back there somewhere, so go in the back and check again, and I'll be right here when you have it ready. Decision done. I'm sitting here because I know that it's here now and that you're bringing it to me. So why would I get up? Why would I move? Nothing needs to change. Move it along, and you sit there in that knowing, in the knowing that it's done, not in the waiting. It's just like, no, I know it's done, so I'll be here, period. That's it. You're done. When you truly believe that, there is nothing you cannot do. There is no problem. There is no problem you cannot solve. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing incomplete. There's nothing that needs to be fixed. There's nothing that needs to be worked on. It's just like, it comes and it goes. If I see it in my face, I'll just be like, oh, does that match or does that not match? Does it match? Okay, bye. Matches? Love that. Next. It doesn't need to be a big ordeal. Nothing ever needs to be a big ordeal in the 3D. The only reason something becomes a big ordeal in the 3D is because you made it a big ordeal in your mind first. You put the importance on it in your mind first. That was a choice. Guess what? You get to make new choices at every moment, literally all the time. Make a new choice and stick to it. It's taken care of. It's done. Literally just the decision is enough. Okay, now that my AC is turned off, sorry if that was annoying you. With that primer, I want to read this quote. It's a little long, but stick with me because I think it's poignant. It's important. Okay. Your answer to, whom do I say that I am, ever determines your expression. As long as you are conscious of being imprisoned or diseased or poor, so long you will continue to outpicture or express these conditions. When man realizes that he is now that which he is seeking and begins to claim that he is, he will have the proof of his claim. This cue is given you in words, whom seek ye? And they answered, Jesus. And the voice said, I am he. Jesus here means salvation or savior. You are seeking to be salvaged from that which is not your problem. I am is he that will save you. If you are hungry, your savior is food. If you are poor, your savior is riches. If you are imprisoned, your savior is freedom. If you are diseased, it will not be a man called Jesus who will save you, but health will become your savior. Therefore, claim I am he. In other words, claim yourself to be the thing desired. Claim it in consciousness, not in words. In consciousness will reward you with your claim. You are told, you shall find me when you feel after me. Well, feel after that quality in consciousness until you feel yourself to be it. When you lose yourself in the feeling of being it, the quality will embody itself in your world. You are healed from your problem when you touch the solution of it. Who has touched me? For I perceive virtue is gone out of me. Yes, the day you touch this being within you, feeling yourself to be cured or healed, virtues will come out of your very self and solidify themselves in your world as healings. Mic drop. These are very important reminders, very important reminders. We sometimes forget that it's literally as simple as asking yourself, who am I? Who am I? Who am I being right now? What version of me is making this choice? What version of me is reacting like this? Sometimes that's all you need to snap you right back into the state of remembering who you are, of being in that higher version of yourself, of living that experience right now in the present moment so that it can outpicture in your reality. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for me today. I really hope you guys enjoyed and got something of value from this video. Please be sure to leave your questions, comments, concerns in the comment box below and check out the description for my social media links, services, all that good stuff is down below. And other than that, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye.